At what point did your career become clear to you? You know, at what point did it become clear to you that you're not going to be an actor or actress, that you're going to now carry just the microphone and use your voice with it? At what points?
At the point it hit me that, okay, maybe I should think of something else, was secondary school. We're auditioning for, I can't remember the play exactly. I think it was one of Wole Soyinka's, and I auditioned for a role and I didn't get it. And for me, it was like, really? You know, I think that was a wake-up call.
So the one about Lagbaja was your first contact with musical performance. Is that right?
I'd been doing backup for people. Been doing jingles for people, and for me, it was just a hobby that I turned into little money while I was waiting. But the major music thing came with Lagbaja, obviously, and I think that was when I decided, or that one was when I realized that I could actually make a career out of it.
How did you beat him?
They were looking for a temporary female vocalist, because the female vocalist there then had to go on break for something, and they were looking for somebody to just fill in while she was away. And I was in the office then. I was working in an office then, and Sonny Neji came with another friend of mine who had been recording with, and he was like, "Oh, you should hear her sing," and everything. And Sonny Neji was like, "Oh, really? Oh, you should come for this audition," And I didn't take it seriously. And eventually, I met him. He was in Colors Band then, Sonny Neji, and I met him, and I went for the audition, and it was good to me. And I was like, okay. And for months, I didn't hear anything. So I thought, oh, maybe I didn't do so well. And that was what I thought. And then he thought I didn't like the band or something, and I just disappeared. But, that one night that we're supposed to have the rehearsal, because I think they had a show coming up. Oh, we have night rehearsals. Hope you don't mind. Hope you can come. I said, okay, why not? And I showed up and I knocked, but they were inside, so they couldn't hear me. And I mean, it was getting late, and I just said, I can't wait out here all day or all night. So I went back home, and I just forgot about it. And he says I never showed up. So we argue about it all the time. But eventually, I mean, it was meant to be, I think. And he showed up because I'd given him my address, and and he showed up, and why did you run away? I didn't. And he said, okay, there's a show coming up. Can you join us?
Was he at that time masked or
no,
unmasked?
it was Colors Band.
Okay, so he wasn't masked.
It wasn't masked.
So you know who he is?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Your relationship caught fire, musically, didn't it?
Yes.
And the rest is history now. At the time you were working, I see that you have tried to explain your sort of relationship with him. As employer, employee, mentee, mentor, what else?
Egbon, Aburo, just a friend. No romantic relationship whatsoever.
Why are you stressing that?
Because for years, that's all I've been hearing. I mean, it got to a point, it was just ridiculous, and I think because the relationship musically was so, I mean, there was just so much synergy and chemistry, and people just felt, no, it can't just be that. But there was no romantic relationship whatsoever.
Is that your final answer?
My final answer.
I'm
not calling a friend. I'm not asking nothing. That's my final answer. None whatsoever. And it's one of the reasons I respect him, because I was the only girl. Because by the time the lady came back, I mean, we clicked, and then eventually she left. So at a point, I was the only female member of the band. And I give it to all the guys. None of them tried to be funny. I mean, we had a lot of fights. Just trying to get to know each other But
No, but these things happen in the music
yes,
industry.
that's why I said,
Wanting to be
respect.
funny really is
Yes.
nothing. I mean, wanting
Yes.
to get close to you is
Yes,
nothing.
at that time, I mean, nothing. It wouldn't have been. It would have just been part of the lifestyle of an artist. But kudos to all of them. They treated me, and they still treat me with respect.
And then it went on for about 12 years, you
Yes,
said?
yes.
What was it like working with him?
Oh, it was an experience. It was an experience, and an experience that is helping me in my own career. I learned so much. He pushed me a lot of stuff that I thought that I couldn't do or didn't want to do, and he made me realize that you can do this. I mean, what's your reason? And a lot of things he told me too at that time that I should have done, and I regret. You know,
One of them. Can you tell me one of them?
He told me that I should, especially when we were recording. Like he did most of the recording himself, the production. And he would tell me, you know, you're pretty good at this. I mean, you have ideas. Why don't you learn this thing? Like, you know, learn how to control. You know, just learn how to produce. You know, and I'm like, what? I'm not interested in that. I said, look at you, you know, and who knows, by now, probably have been one
He
of the
didn't
best
for one
first-
moment lose his focus and direction and perhaps told you how beautiful you were and all of that, did he?
No.
What, in your opinion, was Lagbaja trying to achieve with this kind of music? I mean, one moment people will look at him as trying to sound like Fela. Another moment he will say he's trying to go away from the Fela, you know, genre.
I mean, I believe that if you have an influence, if you listen to a particular artist, if you respect a particular artist, if you love a particular artist's music, there's bound to be part of that sound coming into your own sound. But he respected Fela and he loved his music. But to say, you know, he was trying to be like this person or trying to even avoid or trying to make a conscious effort to not to sound like that person, I don't think so. I think he was just trying to.
Right, okay, we'll take a break and we'll return on the chat with Ego Ihe Nacho
Ogbaro.
Ogbaro. We'll get back to that later on.